Hello, my name is Ms. Kirsten and I'm coming to you today from the Leach Library to share a wonderful craft that we have for you. It is a little barnyard mobile with a cow, a pig, and a little horse. Now, if you want one of these crafts, feel free to call the library at 432-1132 to find out how we can get one to you. Now, when you have the craft, it will come with a nice red barn and a little bag of animals. And some ribbon to attach it with. We have our horse, a pig, and a cow. Now, you can do this craft any way you like, but I suggest coloring your nice red barn first. I think I'll use some white to outline the doors. Now, speaking of barns, do you know how people normally think of them as being red with white accents? Well, they actually started out as red barns because they used rust in the paint. Apparently, the rust acted as a sealant to make sure no water got through to hurt the grain, which was what was originally in barns, not animals. Put a nice X through my door as well. Maybe some windows. It's there. What do you think? Now, because this is a mobile, it's going to probably hang up. You don't have to if you don't want to, but we think that they might hang up. So you might want to color both the front and the back side because they do have a habit of turning in any wind. So let's do the back. How about some black? Yeah, I think I'm going to just do the same thing. The fun thing about having this be a front and backside craft is that you can color them the same way if you want. So it looks the same no matter which way the wind blows it. Or you can color it completely different. I'm going a bit different with black, but I think I'll do the same sort of design. Maybe I'll add a new shape to my bottom door here. Let's do a little zigzag. Here we go. You might also want to color in your silo here too. Silos were actually, silos standing up rather, is something that came about in the United States in the 1800s. In Illinois, I think it was. Until that point, they did have silos for storing grain, but I'm pretty sure they were underground. I might have to double check on that. Here we are. I did my silo black on both sides here. Now, once you're done coloring the barn, though you can go back and color more if you like, we can decorate our little animals. I think I'll start with the cow. I'm going to give him some nice eyes. Maybe a mouth, and color in his little hooves here. Now, a cool thing about cows is that people think they have 4 stomachs. I'm fairly sure that isn't strictly speaking true, but they do have 4 different compartments in their stomach, each for a different purpose and a different part of their digestion. Let's see, we have our little horse too. I think I'll use some white to make his eyes. Maybe I'll do some muzzle white too. Muzzle? Nose? I know it's a muzzle on the dog, but it might just be a nose on a horse. I'll do his little mane. And his tail. Now the animals, again, you can do either the same on each side or different. So on this side, I did his nose and tail, and on this, I did his nose and mane. Last but not least, we have our piggy. And pigs are actually one of my favorite creatures. because people think that they are very dirty, probably because they roll around in the mud like my pink friends over here. But they're actually quite neat. They just have to roll in the mud because they cannot sweat. I'm just full of fun facts today, aren't I? Okay, let's do the other side of my pig. Can have a nice smile, little hoofs for him. And there's the pig. Now, as soon as you're ready, you can tie the animals to your nice red barn. We have a couple holes for this to happen. We have one hole in the top to put some ribbon to hang it up with, and then we have 3 holes at the bottom here. You can put your animals in any order, and you can put them as close to the bottom of the barn or as far away as you like, or as the ribbon allows. Okay, now this is a little bit difficult and you might want parent help with this. I find that the holes in the barn are a little small and you can't quite easily get the ribbon through. So I suggest folding the ribbon in half, and I'm sorry, I'm not sure if you can see exactly what I'm doing. The ribbon's a lot smaller than my fingers here. But if you fold it in a half, it will go right through your barn more easily. And then you can tie it just normally, crisscross applesauce. A nice double knot. There we go. Nice and tight. And then you can hang up the barn. Now, we also have to get the animals to the bottom, and there are a couple ways we can do this. I still suggest bending the ribbon in half so that you can make it through the holes. But then you can either tie it sort of like this, looping around the animal, and just tie a knot here. Or you can tie it so that the knot is what actually holds the animal, and he can slide up and down the ribbon itself, which is what I'm going to do here. Now, one knot might be okay, but it also might make the ribbon small enough that the entire knot can come through your animal, and we don't want that. So I suggest either a double or triple knot here. There we go, I think that's good. So your animal will stay put on your mobile. Oh, or maybe not. Okay, triple knot it is. There we go. Nice knot. Won't come through easily. Perfect. Now, if tying ribbon is too difficult, and believe me, I understand, I have tied a lot of these, you can use tape. So let's put it through the bottom of the barn here and grab your handy dandy tape. And we'll just take a very small piece, might even be too big, and we'll just tape it right there. And then your animals can come down here. Oh, I'm not sure if I mentioned this or not, but the barn doors of your mobile do open. So when you hang it, they can be open, shut, or you can change it up every once in a while. As I said, this craft is super fun. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put my other animals on here, but I'll let you get started with your own crafts. So I'll just say, if you want one of these crafts, please give us a call. Again, our number is 432-1132. Of course, we are a library, so we also have books. I recommend Karma Wilson's Horseplay, which I have over here, which has some great rhythm to it. I love Karma Wilson. She always has great rhythm and rhyme. Or Goat Moves Out of the Barnyard, which I have over here, which is by Mickey Potts. It's about a little goat who wants some adventure in his life, so he moves out of the barnyard, has a ton of adventures before coming home. We also have a ton of nonfiction books, so if you want to check any of the facts that I mentioned during this video, you can ask us for some of those as well. Once again, if you want this craft, any books, or if you need help with anything else, please give us a call at 432-1132. Have a great day.